Have you ever wondered how some people seem to have an almost magical ability to influence others effortlessly, making them irresistibly attractive or persuasive? In this video, we'll reveal 7 intense dark psychological tactics that will give you that same power to make anyone fall for you or align with your desires. But there's more to it. These techniques can transform how you build deeper, meaningful connections with others. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell to avoid missing videos. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video. You can help me continue spreading the Stoic. If you like the topic of this video, please comment on number 1. If you don't, please comment on number 0 to let me know so that I can make a better video for you. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Use scarcity to increase desire. It's an undeniable truth that we, as human beings, are drawn to what is scarce. The less available something is, the more valuable it becomes in our eyes. This concept doesn't just apply to material things. It plays a huge role in love and relationships as well. When we make our time and attention just a little less accessible, we create an air of mystery and a sense of urgency, and ultimately, we increase how much we're valued in the eyes of others. But there's a delicate balance to strike here. How do we use scarcity to our advantage without making it seem like we're uninterested or, even worse, like we're toying with someone's emotions? The answer lies in balance and authenticity. It's not about being distant or aloof for the sake of manipulation. It's about genuinely investing in yourself. Imagine dedicating your energy to the things that ignite your soul, your career, your hobbies, your personal growth. Not only does this fill your life with meaning and purpose, but it also naturally creates a situation where your availability is limited. You're not holding back out of strategy. You're simply busy becoming the best version of yourself. And when you do spend time with her, make sure every second is fully present, deeply engaged, and full of warmth. Let her feel your genuine interest and care in those moments, making them feel even more special. Then, when you're apart, use that time to focus on your goals, your dreams, and the things that make you feel alive. This isn't about playing hard to get. This is about living a full, rich life. In doing so, you maintain your sense of individuality and independence, which makes her look forward to your next encounter even more. There's something incredibly attractive about someone who's deeply engaged in their own life and passions, but who also makes space for meaningful connection. You're not manipulating or creating false scarcity. You're simply giving the gift of your authentic self. In the end, this subtle art of integrating scarcity into your relationship dynamic doesn't make you distant. It makes you more desirable. Your time and presence become a treasure, something to be anticipated and cherished. It's not about pulling away or creating distance. It's about becoming a person whose presence is so valuable that it's eagerly awaited. And isn't that what we all want in the end? To be valued not for the games we play, but for the genuine, complex, and fulfilling lives we lead. Number 2, start small, then go big, foot in the door technique. This strategy is much like nurturing a tiny seed, patiently watering it, and watching it blossom into a strong, towering tree. It's a process that taps into one of the most fascinating aspects of human psychology, our innate desire for consistency. Once someone says yes to a small request, their mind subconsciously aligns with being agreeable and cooperative toward that person. When a larger request is made later, they're much more likely to continue saying yes, not because they feel forced, but because it feels natural to maintain that consistency. Think about it like this. If you casually ask someone if they enjoy ice cream, most people would easily say yes because, well, who doesn't love ice cream? It's a simple, harmless question. But later, when you ask them to join you for ice cream, a slightly bigger request, they're more likely to agree. Why? Because they've already committed to liking ice cream, and saying yes again feels aligned with their earlier decision. It's almost like a psychological ripple effect, where one small yes cascades into a pattern of agreeableness. This method works so beautifully because it taps into our natural tendencies. Human beings love to feel consistent in their actions, decisions, and beliefs. When we keep saying yes, it reinforces a sense of internal harmony that makes us feel good about ourselves. It's comforting, like slipping into a familiar routine, and it helps strengthen the connection between two people. What's even more magical about this technique is its simplicity. By starting with something small, an easy, low-risk request, you're planting the seed for something bigger. That tiny yes opens the door for greater possibilities, effortlessly paving the way for deeper conversations, bigger asks, and a naturally evolving relationship. This isn't manipulation. It's simply understanding human nature and guiding it with care. By using this strategy, you're not just getting someone to say yes. You're facilitating a sense of comfort, trust, and ease in the relationship. You're allowing things to grow naturally, step by step, without overwhelming the other person. And just like watching a tree grow from a seedling, you get to witness the steady, organic growth of a connection that feels real, consistent, and grounded in genuine interactions. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 3, become mysterious. Psychology tells us something truly fascinating about human nature. We are deeply, inherently curious beings. We are drawn to the unknown, to the things that aren't immediately clear or easily understood. When something carries a bit of mystery, it taps into that primal curiosity, pulling us in and making us want to explore further. And when it comes to love and relationships, this can be an incredibly powerful tool. You don't need to reveal every facet of yourself right away. Leaving certain parts of yourself veiled in mystery can be the very thing that keeps someone intrigued and invested in you. Imagine yourself as an onion, with layer upon layer to be peeled away, each one offering a new, captivating insight into who you are. If you give everything away up front, the intrigue quickly fades. But if you reveal yourself gradually, little by little, you create a sense of wonder and anticipation. Let her peel back those layers. Let her work to uncover the depth of your personality, your experiences, and your emotions. There's something truly exciting about the slow reveal, when she feels like she's earned the privilege of knowing you on a deeper level. It keeps the relationship alive with curiosity and excitement. This approach is not about playing games. It's about creating a dynamic that feels fresh and engaging. When you hold back just a little, saving certain stories or details for later, you add richness and texture to the relationship. It's like unwrapping a gift piece by piece. The more she uncovers, the more intrigued she becomes about what lies beneath the surface. Every new revelation is an opportunity for deeper connection, and it builds an anticipation that can keep the spark burning bright. Ultimately, by maintaining an air of mystery, you're allowing her to become more invested in the process of getting to know you. It's this process of discovery that adds excitement to the relationship, making each interaction feel special. When you're not an open book from the start, she'll naturally want to dive deeper, learn more, and invest more time and energy in understanding you fully. And isn't that what keeps love so magical? The slow unraveling of who we are, shared in moments of trust and intimacy, keeps the connection alive and constantly evolving. Maintaining this balance of openness and mystery is the key to keeping things vibrant and alive in any relationship. Number 4, master the push-pull technique. This tactic is all about creating a dynamic that keeps her continually intrigued and engaged. It's a balance between showering her with attention and then stepping back to focus on yourself. Sometimes you give her everything, your time, your affection, making her feel truly special. This is the push. But just when things start to feel predictable, you pull back. You shift your focus to your passions, whether that's hitting the gym, advancing your career, or diving into something that excites you personally. This subtle unpredictability works wonders because it keeps her guessing. She can't quite pin you down or fully predict what's coming next. When you're giving her attention, she feels desired, like she's the center of your world. But when you take a step back, it sparks a natural response within her, the desire to chase what seems slightly out of reach. It's a delicate game of push and pull, where the moments of distance make her crave the closeness even more. What's beautiful about this strategy is that it communicates a powerful message. You're interested but not dependent. You care about her, But you also have your own life, your dreams, and ambitions that drive you. This makes you appear even more attractive because you're not putting all your energy into seeking her validation. Instead, you're showing that you have something more going on, things that fulfill you and make you feel alive, which only enhances your appeal. The push and pull dynamic keeps the excitement alive in a relationship. It's like a dance where she's always trying to keep up, always intrigued by your next move. In the process, she becomes more invested, not just because she wants your attention, but because she admires the person you are, someone with depth, passion, and goals beyond the relationship. This makes you harder to pin down, and that mystery, that sense of independence, is irresistibly attractive. By mixing things up and maintaining this balance, you're creating a relationship that's never stagnant, always evolving. The excitement, the thrill of the chase, the respect for each other's individuality, it all comes together to create something vibrant and lasting. You're not just keeping her interested. You're building a foundation of mutual respect and admiration that goes beyond the superficial. This is how you keep the spark alive, long after the initial rush of attraction has passed. Number 5, create a triangle of desire. This tactic is all about subtly highlighting your value by showing her that you're someone who naturally attracts attention from others. As humans, we're wired to desire what others find appealing. Think about it. It's like when everyone is raving about the latest must-have product. You're instantly more curious, more intrigued, and more likely to want to experience it yourself. This social proof plays a significant role in how we perceive value. The same concept applies to relationships. When she sees that others are drawn to you, whether it's because of your personality, confidence, or achievements, it naturally elevates your attractiveness in her eyes. It's not about creating jealousy or anxiety that would only cause unnecessary tension. Instead, it's about gently reminding her that she's with someone who is admired, someone who has qualities that others find desirable. And this makes her appreciate being with you even more. It can be as subtle as mentioning that you've had people compliment you on your work or your sense of humor, or maybe she notices how effortlessly you connect with others in social situations. Little hints here, and they're a reminder that you're someone who stands out, someone who is appreciated and valued by those around you. And that only makes her feel prouder to be with you. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't come off as arrogance or game playing. You're not flaunting your desirability. You're simply allowing her to see that you're a person who brings value to others, not just to her. This reinforces the idea that being with you is a privilege, and that she's sharing her time with someone who could easily be admired by others. In the end, this tactic works because it taps into a very natural human response, the desire for something that others also want. It subtly increases your worth in her eyes, making her feel more secure and appreciative of the relationship. Ultimately, it deepens her connection with you, knowing she's with someone who doesn't just blend in, but truly stands out in the best way possible. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 6, make her feel like she's the only one. This strategy is all about making her feel truly special, like she's your absolute top priority whenever you're together. It's not just about the words you say, but the actions you take. It's in the way you listen. Listen not just to respond, but to understand. It's about remembering the little things she shares, the small details that might seem insignificant, but mean the world when you recall them later. By doing this, you're showing her that you genuinely care, that you see her for who she is, and that you value her in ways that go beyond the surface. Everyone longs to feel like the main character in someone else's story, to know that in that moment, they are the center of your world. When you give her your undivided attention, you send a powerful message. She matters. She's the most important person in the room, and when she's with you, nothing else takes precedence. This kind of presence, this level of attentiveness, deepens your connection and strengthens the bond you share. It reassures her that she can trust you, that you're someone she can open up to and feel safe with. When you're together, show her how much she means by eliminating distractions. Put your phone away. Showing her that no notifications, no calls, and no outside distractions are more important than the time you're spending with her. Maintain eye contact. Really look at her when she's speaking and fully engage in the conversation. These small actions have an enormous impact because they make her feel seen, valued, and appreciated. The beauty of this strategy is that it's not about grand gestures. It's about consistency and sincerity. It's about showing her, through your actions, that she holds a special place in your life. When you make her feel this way, you're not just building a stronger relationship. You're creating a safe space where she knows she can be herself, where she feels cherished and respected. And in return, this deepens the trust, the intimacy, and the love between you both. Ultimately, making someone feel like they're your priority isn't just a tactic. It's a way of showing genuine care and affection. When you invest this level of attention in her, you're building a foundation of mutual respect and closeness that keeps the connection strong and enduring. Number 7. Employ mirroring and matching. Mirroring and matching are incredibly powerful, yet subtle psychological techniques that can significantly deepen your connection with someone. These methods involve subtly mimicking the other person's body language, tone, or behaviors in a way that feels natural and effortless. When done right, it creates a sense of harmony and understanding between you, making the other person feel more at ease, more understood, and more connected to you on a deeper level. It's like speaking a language only the two of you share. Imagine you're having a conversation and she leans in a little closer while talking. Respond by leaning in slightly as well, creating a subconscious alignment between you. If she's expressive with her hands, mirror her by adding similar gestures to your communication. It's important to be subtle here. This isn't about copying her every move. Instead, it's about syncing your energy and movement in a way that feels natural. The same goes for speech patterns. If she's speaking softly and at a slower pace, adjust your tone and pace to match hers. This subtle matching creates a shared rhythm, one that builds comfort, trust, and a sense of mutual understanding. What's fascinating about this technique is that it works on a subconscious level. The person you're mirroring isn't usually aware that it's happening, but they feel the effects. It helps create a feeling of we're on the same page, which makes her more likely to feel comfortable and connected with you. This sense of synchronicity fosters trust and strengthens the bond between you, often without either of you realizing exactly why. But as with all powerful techniques, it's essential to use mirroring and matching with care and authenticity. These methods are not about manipulating or controlling someone's emotions.